It's Monday, February 9th, 2026, and this week had two very different kinds of chaos. A public power play over Superman, and a real roadmap drop for what gaming looks like next. Let's get into it. We start with a developing story, and a line that set the internet on fire. During the U.S. Senate hearing, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos was asked about theatrical windows, and he pointed out that when movies underperform, the window gets shorter. Then he used Superman as the example.
So if I may ask a direct question, then will this be a fully exclusive 45-day theatrical window?
Fully exclusive to theaters, yes.
And will this be self-enforced? In other words, if you fall short of that?
That is the industry. It is the industry standard for self-enforcement. However, routinely, movies that underperform, the window moves a little bit. And Superman was a little shorter window, and Sinners was a little longer window, but they still could refer to it as a 45-day window.
Now, this matters because Superman hit digital fast, about a 35-day window, which already had fans debating what that means for the DCU's momentum. Here's the takeaway. Sarandos didn't break a DC Studios press release, he reframed the rollout in the most blunt, corporate way possible. So if you want my read, this isn't a gotcha. It's an executive telling you how the industry thinks and why corporate messaging and industry reality don't always line up. Moving to gaming, the February 5th Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase quietly did something huge. It made the Switch 2 first half lineup feel real. First, Hollow Knight. After leaks and ratings chatter, Nintendo revealed a Switch 2 edition of Hollow Knight and then shadow dropped it the same day. Enhanced visuals, improved frame rates, and if you already owned it on Switch, the upgrade is free. But then Bethesda showed up to close the show. They confirmed Switch 2 dates for Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition on February 24th, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on May 12th, and the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is also coming with the general 2026 window. That's not ports as filler, that's a strategy. Lock down a platform with proven hits and let brand gravity do the work. Speaking of Bethesda, The Wasteland is still trending. The Fallout Season 2 finale aired this past week, and it ended with a major piece of lore coming into focus. The Enclave is back at the center of the story. The show is also repositioning House as a major power in New Vegas, and like the game, leans into the idea of him preserved in a digital form, still pulling strings. Which means the conversation is instantly back to the games. What's canon? Which endings matter? And how far is the show willing to go? If you're a Fallout fan, this was one of those weeks where no spoilers became a lifestyle. And finally, first looks. First up, Ghost in the Shell. A teaser dropped for a new adaptation from Science Saru titled simply The Ghost in the Shell and is scheduled to debut in July. The big headline here is the vibe, a return to a more classic 2D aesthetic and a visual direction that's clearly trying to reconnect to the franchise's roots. Then, in live action, Masters of the Universe. Empire covers reveal new looks at the core cast, including Nicholas Galitzine as He-Man, Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, and Camila Mendez as Teela, with Castle Grayskull looming like a threat in the background. Director Travis Knight says the film will embrace the inherent silliness of the property and actually use it as the strength for modern audiences. And the date to lock in now. Masters of the Universe is currently set to hit theaters June 5th, 2026. That's your Monday Minute for February 9th, 2026. If I missed something, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I'm Sage, and until next time, stay social.